This is the song by Pharell Williams, "Happy," and I gotta say, first off the bat, shout out to my bro in Arby's in Arbyton, because Pharell Williams' his fancy hat. He was the first people who he announced the fact that it was up for auction. It was the Arby's, and who better suited to purchase that hat than Arby's? I tell you, it would make a good little marketing thingamajig. On top of their little flyers, because I know Arby's needs a little bit more business than they get. You've got your classic burger joints, you got your chicken joint, the Chick-fil-A, and I guess but Arby's is known for the roast beef and more, and I think they could go a long way wearing that hat that Pharell Williams had, so I gotta give him a shout out for having the idea to tweet them. Also, okay, so the song itself, it's a very upbeat kind of thing. What I noticed most of all, first off, is how often well Pharell Williams glides across the upper registers. A lot of music maybe has a lot of midtones or kind of beats and low bass stuff, and it seems like the bass takes a back seat this time, and instead we're brought to the heights of exuberance and joy, as the song is called, "Happy," vis-a-vis those high notes. And I'm not a big expert on Pharell Williams or his style of music, but listening to this song, I really did jump to the jingle. It made me feel happy. You know, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. You know, it's good to have the sun shining you. I gotta say though, what happens when it rains? You're not gonna be happy necessarily. You're gonna be soggy. But that's okay. You know, if you're happy, you're not thinking about the bad things, and I think that's the point of that line. What other lines do we have in here? I didn't come prepared. I was just so caught up in the bliss of listening to this song that you know, I just didn't get intellectual about it. But there's a time and a place for everything, and my reviews have been noted for being kind of intellectual-ish. Okay, so let's see if we can find... This is off his album, I think it's called Girl. It was in the Despicable Me 2 soundtrack. So in the music video, you get a lot of goofy people, but they're happy. One of them is the guy who played the main character. I forget his name. He was in The Office. It's not important. I mean, it's about the music. It's not about the movie, or the actor in the movie. Clapping's a big thing in this. There's a lot of church imagery in the music video, and I know clapping is a very spiritualistic kind of thing. You know, clapping isn't necessarily simply something you do alone. It's something you do in a group to kind of, you know, let's all clap together. It expresses unity, and I think when you have clapping in a genuinely happy kind of moment, there's nothing greater to meld the individual with the group. And that's happiness is not for lonely people. I know sometimes I feel lonely. I could probably take a cue and go to the church and do some clapping too, and I probably would feel happy like he is in the music video. Can't bring me down, I said. Truer words were never spoken. And I like how he kind of tries to invoke him. You know, in the lyrics, he's like, "Bring me down." That's one of the refrains. He says it a lot. But you're not gonna bring him down. Can't bring me down. Can't nothing bring me down. And I like that kind of gliding. You know, it's a little bit broken English, but that's how you create. That's how you convey feeling. You know, speaking in tongues. You know, it's a nonsense language, but it expresses something. And I know this isn't nonsense language. It's fully parsable. But I'm just saying. You know, you don't always have to be grammatically correct. You know, feelings. You just go with the feeling, and that's what the song's about. It's about good feelings. You know. With the air, here come bad news, taking this and that, yeah, well, give me all you got and don't hold back. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why, hey, come on. It's very playful. It's a good song, so I recommend. There's not too much lyrically about it, but, you know, a lot of the greatest songs don't have kind of necessarily subtextual. You know, you're not listening to music to pretend you're reading James Joyce. You know, you're listening to music to feel joy. There you go.